She was 90 years old. Our precious mom, Loretta Lynn, passed away peacefully this morning, in her sleep at home at her beloved ranch in Hurricane Mills, her family said in a statement. The story of Loretta Lynn's life is unlike any other, yet she drew from that story a body of work that resonates. In a music business that is often concerned with aspiration and fantasy, Loretta insisted on sharing her own brash and brave truth. Born Loretta Webb, the singer was raised in a remote coal mining community in the Appalachian Mountains of eastern Kentucky. One of the biggest songs of her career, Coal Miner's Daughter, proudly recounted her background. YouTubeLynn was barely a teenager when she started a family of her own with a 21-year-old former soldier, Oliver Lynn, better known as Mooney or Doolittle. They wasted no time having the first 4 of their 6 children, and migrated to Washington state. It was there that her husband heard her bedtime lullabies and pushed her to start performing publicly. In a 2010 interview with Fresh Air, she insisted she wouldn't have done it otherwise. "I wouldn't get out in front of people. I was really bashful and I would have never sang in front of anybody." Once her husband started scrounging up paying gigs for her, Lynn taught herself to write songs, says country music historian and journalist Robert Oermann. She got a copy of Country Song Roundup, Oermann says, a magazine that she would read the country lyrics in the magazine, and she'd go, "Well, that's nothing. I can do that." And she could, and had been. Lynn and her husband drove around to radio stations, where she would introduce herself to the DJs and try to charm them into spinning her record. These efforts had begun to get Lynn noticed when the couple landed in Nashville in 1960. Artists like Jim Reeves and Patsy Cline, who became Lynn's mentor, were having a lot of success with a lush, pop-sweetened production style known as the Nashville Sound. Lynn worked with Cline's producer, Owen Bradley, but hung on to her unsoftened twang. Country songs had often portrayed hardship from male perspectives, but Lynn wasn't afraid to spell out the indignities endured in her marriage, or the double standards she saw other women facing when it came to divorce, pregnancy and birth control. She found that Nashville wasn't accustomed to that kind of frankness. Fellow Eastern Kentucky songwriter Angaleena Presley was raised on her mother's Loretta Lynn records, and recognizes what they must have meant to women of earlier generations.